Hi, I'm Kate with The Productive Teacher, and today we're going to play the word maker game with the is word family. One-syllable words can have an onset, that's any letter or letters that come before the vowel in the word, and a rime, that's the vowel and any letters that come after it. All of the words in a word family have the same rime, but they can have different onsets. We're going to combine these onsets and the rime to try to make words. As you watch the video, you can listen to me read the words, you can read the words along with me, or you can mute the video and read the words by yourself. Let's get started. Bis is not a word. Sis, spelled like this, sis is not a word. Remember the letter C makes the S sound before the letter I. Dis is not a word. Fis is not a word. Gis or gis is not a word. Hiss is a word. Gis is not a word. Kiss is a word. Lis is not a word. Miss is a word. Nis is not a word. Ris is not a word. Sis, spelled like this, sis is not a word. Tis is not a word. Vis is not a word. Wis is not a word. Yis is not a word. Zis is not a word. Chis is not a word. Fis is not a word. Shis is not a word. This, spelled like this is not a word. Quis is not a word. Wis is not a word. Bliss is a word. Bris, spelled like this, bris is not a word. Cliss is not a word. Chris, spelled like this, Chris is not a word. Driss is not a word. Fliss is not a word. Friss is not a word. Gliss is not a word. Griss is not a word. Pliss is not a word. Priss is not a word. Sliss is not a word. Smiss is not a word. Spiss is not a word. Stiss is not a word. Triss is not a word. Skriss is not a word. Shriss is not a word. Spliss is not a word. Squiss is not a word. Striss is not a word. Thriss is not a word. Awesome job. Let's count up how many words we made in the is word family. We made 4 words in the is word family. Great job. I will see you next time.